Hello guys, welcome back to Insta Electronics. So if you're a regular viewer of my channel, you guys can quickly recognize this particular item. This is the world's cheapest Bluetooth speaker. I purchased this thing for 120 rupees. I have a couple of videos dedicated just for this Bluetooth speaker. You can watch those by clicking the I button up here, famous last words. Because most of the time when I say you can watch it by clicking up here, I'm recording it at a specific time and you guys are going to watch it maybe a couple of years after that, and by that time I would have probably forgot to assign that link up there, but you can still search for this. It will be available in the audio circuits playlist in my channel. So I'm going to make a small modification to this one, but before that let me show you how it sounds. So I'm going to turn it on.
Bluetooth mode.
And I'm going to connect it to my phone, and after a long time of searching for this unit I finally managed to pair with it. At least I'm trying to pair with it right now, and there you go. So before moving on, let me just give you an overview of what is going to happen here. I'm just going to play some music in here, and you will quickly realize that it's going to be absolutely crappy because they have used the crappiest speaker that they can find. In here you can see it is a paper cone speaker. If it can focus on that, I'm not sure. Yep, there you go, it's now in focus, and this is what they have used as a speaker. It's a completely I cannot say it's completely crappy because it's producing some vocals, but not it's producing a vocals and a lot of treble, but no bass whatsoever. And you can see the LED right there. It's probably overexposed in the camera, and you can see the sound cavity in here that has decent space. At least they have given some options so that we can modify it to fit this particular speaker. This is a 4 ohms 3 watt speaker. We are going to fit this one. We are going to replace this crappy old speaker with this one, and it's not going to make a very huge significant improvement in the audio quality, but at least we are going to get some bass out of it and some good sound as well. Because this thing, you can see just by looking at the magnet size and the speaker itself, it's not good. This is a kind of speaker that you can find in almost kids toys, but this is not designed for utmost audio entertainment. This is designed down to a price, so it reflects in the components that they have used inside. And what we are going to do is we are going to replace this one with this particular speaker. But before doing that, let me just give you an overview of how pathetic this thing sounds. Headphone users, you can adjust your volume right now because I'm not sure how loud it's going to be while recording this thing. I have no audio indicators to show how loud it is, so just beware. Okay, I'm just going to increase the volume to maximum in here. So as you have just listened to, the audio is pretty much flat. There is a lot of treble. There is somewhat okay-ish mid-range, no bass absolutely. So we are going to replace this speaker with this speaker. This is a larger speaker, so it's going to create an improvement definitely. But we are going to when we are replacing these small speakers with somewhat more powerful speaker, we are going to do that at the expense of battery life. Because if you remember, let me just turn this one off. I do have the plastic switch case somewhere here. I'm not sure whether you are remembering the inside view of this unit, and it started raining outside. It's a completely small, a tiny little battery, which I'm not sure whether it's capable of delivering a longer runtime if we replace a speaker with this large speaker. Because the larger the speaker, the powerful the speaker really is, the more current it needs for its operation. And they can probably get away with a smaller battery like this because the battery with combined with this kind of a small speaker, it's not going to create a lot of current demand. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to desolder this speaker, this one. So now I cannot just put it inside here, because you can see it's definitely smaller in size, and that small size means if I just drop it, it's going to sit inside. So I have to stick it to the bottom plate, the top cover, not the bottom plate, the top cover, and I'm going to use some hot glue to stick it to this top cover, and then I'll be inserting this top cover as a whole down to this cavity. So let me do that, and I shall come back after that. So as you guys can see, I have now glued the speaker onto the top cover. You can see the speaker is holding good enough. So now let's solder this connection to here, and let's see whether it has made any difference or not, because here there is a good enough cavity, so this must give at least some sort of improvement. And there you go, I have made the connection. You can see the speaker wires inside, and now let's see whether this has made any improvement or not. Let me just move away all the other things. So it feels significantly heavier right now. With this one, it feels much cheaper and much lighter, but with this thing in place, with this speaker in place, it is indeed feeling much heavier. So let me just where is the NCS? Yeah, let's restart. But before that, let's turn on. Headphone users beware, I'm going to turn it on.
Bluetooth mode.
Is that a good sound, or I don't think that's a good sound. Yes, there is a clear difference, but I'm not sure how well the camera is picking it up. Either it could be due to the cavity or it could be due to the speaker, but it feels clearly different. It's no longer that tin can sound, like the treble is not that much pronounced right now. It has the treble, it has the mid-range, it has a little bit of bass. So overall, I will say with that modification, the sound quality has definitely increased. Not a lot, but it's still a difference is still a difference, but in a good way. So just by changing this cheap speaker with a proper 4 on 3 watt speaker, we have made some difference. So if you have one of these kind of speakers, this is one modification that you can try to do. Like if you need a better sound quality from a cheap speaker like this, you can try this, but I'm not finding any. I'm just trying to find some point to justify what I just did, because the speaker itself is 120 rupees, 100 rupees or something just for the speaker. I'm not talking about the whole unit. Just the speaker is something somewhere in the region of 100 rupees, and the whole thing is 120 rupees. So you do the math. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Just a completely random video, just because I'm bored, I just did a video, that's all, just to see what happens if we replace it. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. See you with a different video. Bye.